and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security for our people, then let's continue to support Eastern Security Network. All donations are welcome. No contribution is too small or too large. Do your part, knowing that freedom is in our hands, and together we must all rise to the occasion. Go to our website to make your contribution, www.ipobinUSA.org/donate. And remember that freedom is not free, but together we restore it. Farm by farm, forest by forest, house by house, and street by street.
At the end of this process in Aga, Somalia will be better than the Zoological Republic.
Without fear before our enemies, we have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we're making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up, or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwuabiama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only him decreed that we should exist as a race, and only him has the say to decide and to determine if we are to survive or not. We don't rest our hopes in any man. We don't believe that any country can do anything for us. We are going to reaffirm our faith in the supremacy of the creator of the heavens and the earth, Chukwuabiama, upon to whom and in whom every glory and honor belongs to. That's how we worship him, and nothing else, and no other. We worship the one true living God. That is who we worship. That is why we were created. We are not like any other people. We have been chosen by Chukwuabiama to serve him. We have been chosen by the creator of the heavens and the earth that we may serve him. That is why in our names it contains every praise imaginable. Every praise imaginable to the Most High is contained within our names, because we are very special people. We are here to reaffirm and reiterate that. We are here to ensure that this very march towards our freedom cannot be hindered. Any obstacle on our way, real or imagined, man or woman, adult or child, anything it is, once you are an impediment to the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, you will be destroyed completely and totally, in every way imaginable. We do not forgive. There is no forgiveness in our dictionary. We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. It is to them that I owe every ounce of loyalty and obligation. They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Gowon. They are not here to ask us to forgive Haruna. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Wolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being stabbed to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwuabiama determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish, because we are his own. Despite all our iniquities, despite all our sins, he made us in his image. He gave us that very edict to worship him, and that is what we do every blessed day on this radio station, without fail and without the fear of any human being. Talkers of an animal in the zoo. We are here to worship Chukwuabiama. For those who don't understand what Chukwuabiama means, he is the creator, the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth. And to him we owe everything that we are, and upon him and to him does every honor and glory belong to.
Hi, what is in a poem and a kuruta? Ebubeli Guamo, billion. Would you ban to many pilotimo? Holy Sabini Guamo, billion. Kulio, billion. Chukoki Kabiama. Boronanya. Kulio, billion. Chukoki Kabiama. Boronanya. Kulio, billion. Chukoki Kabiama. Puserenanya. Kulio, billion. Chukoki Kabiama. Puserenanya. Maximum respect to my own diluted leader, Prophet Mazin Nandekano. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You ain't kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. You kept quiet, America kept quiet. You kept quiet, the whole world kept quiet. They came from Sahel, they came from Chad, they came from Niger, Senegal and Mali, claiming our land, killing our people because of our blessings. My God, go to the bushes now, they're everywhere, kidnapping and killing people every day, raping and killing our women and men, slaughtering them in their family. Hey God, kidnapping and killing Christians night and day, and nobody they talk. Chimo, dividing and ruling we anyhow, as if you are not human being. My God, abducting and killing Biafra every day, and the whole world they watch, the whole world they see. Kulio, Kulio, Chukoki Kabiama. Kulio, Kulio, Chukoki Kabiama. Boronanya. What causes in the problem? Ebubeli Guamo, billion. But you're about to many pilotimo. Holy Sabini Guamo, billion. Kulio, Kulio, Chukoki Kabiama. Kulio, Kulio, Chukoki Kabiama. They splitted us just in the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama. He go do me, we are one. Ishane Banke, we are one people. Robo Isoko, we are one. His own security, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabana Ndibo, we are one. He go do me, we are one. Ishane Banke, we are one people. Robo Isoko, we are one. His own security, we are one people. Ogoni Kalabari, we are one. Kalabana Ndibo, we are one people. They splitted us, just the killers. They rape our papa, they rape our mama, they rape our wives, they rape our girls, they rape our sisters, raping even our children, raping their car with the gospel and to women with the top and they die. Small, small, small. Chukoki Kabiama. Chukoki Kabiama. Chukoki Kabiama. Go to the one nation. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. Wake up, your foundation. Wake up now and fight for your freedom. on the globe. Obaromo Biafra ne Papa. Obaromo Biafra ne Tininku.
Then they try me, then kill her. Then they try me, then stop her. Biafra ga bialele, Ndibo ga nalele. Biafra ga bialele, Ndibo ga nalele. Iye chuku dele dege melele, iye chuku kule kuge melele. Kama mame enu nana gabiga. Mama menu nana gabiga Ndilo galaleti Oswimi galaleti Ndibo heavyweight All over the world we pull weight Ibulonyi bo jubilate If you know like freedom you dey hate Know that we be the chosen one We don't need it all but they all need us Anya choro pa mana ha chola anya cho Amana nweli ife niile ụwa na-achọ Ndilo galaleti Fulani galaleti Osimi galaleti Ndị Igbo heavyweight You didn't lie me then kill us You didn't lie me then lock us Then they try me then kill us Then they try me, then stop her. Biafra ga bialele, Ndibo ga nalele. Biafra ga Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. I welcome you all Biafrans that are here right now. I salute all of you. I can see you in the comment section.
Thank you all for coming. I just have a few minutes to discuss with you. Any moment from now, our dragon will be on air. Please, whenever you see him on air, please kindly notify me so that I'll round up. Biafran people, first of all, I want you to go and subscribe Prime Minister, Biafra Prime Minister in YouTube. Biafra Prime Minister in YouTube is our dragon's YouTube channel. Biafra Prime Minister. So when you get there, you subscribe. Thank you all. Few of us that are here right now. This is not, this is a just impromptu notification, and I welcome you all. What we want to discuss is about Asari Dokobo. You know, I don't want to go where public are, but there are things that you already know. I just want to point out to you. Thank you all for coming. Dr. Joy, thank you. And every one of you at the comment section, thank you. I will always extend my warm greeting for you all for coming, because you are the reason why I'm here. Please, I want you to like the program, click on the like button, so that it will activate the notification for others to come as well. Please kindly share the program as well, so that you invite others. Remember, the Biafra must hear what we have to say, and I always come when it's necessary. Yeah, when we want to talk about who is this Asari, I spent 5 years in Niger Delta, as they call it. Our people will call it Mbamiri. I was conversant in the creek. I know very well about the creek, the terrain in the creek. When we talk about Asari, who is Asari? And what does Asari stand for? And who he is? First of all, I want us to lay a background of Asari. The background of Asari Dokobo is that Asari Dokobo is a nobody in Niger Delta, as is being called, so-called Niger Delta. In that Okrika, where Asari Dokobo come from, there's a man that I cherish his ability. I love him so much. His name is called Olibim. He's from Buguma in the River State, Buguma. Prince Willie Bean was like my boss. I love him so much. Prince Willie Bean, when we talk about the former military administrator at a Cross River thereabout, his name is called Prince Willie Bean. He knows me. If you can still recognize my face, I know him. Now, when we talk about Okrika, when we go to Okrika, where Asari hails from now, not before. First of all, Asari's father works with the old time, Asari's grandfathers work with Umenoko. There's a history that you guys read in the book. It was a true life story. Who was involved in slave trade. Asari's great-grandfathers worked with Omenoko. So when Asari said the father was in a slave trade, not really that he was into slave trading, but Omenoko Ako. Omenoko was a man into slave trade from from Uzu. When I was a child, I lived in the Uzuabam. Any of you who knows about Uzuabam should be able to know what I'm saying. I lived in Uzuabam. I've stayed there when I was a child. I know about Uzuabam. And there's a place called Omenoko Bridge. And you can know the story of Omenoko. Omenoko has been a notorious guy, a notorious man in olden days, in those days, in all those years back, those days of Asari ancestors when they were operating that region. Omenoko was into slave trade, which Asari's grandfather, who is called Edi Abani. Edi Abani, the translation or the way they call it today, in our Igbo language, we call it Edu Abali. Edu Abali is a kind of animal, and I want to describe this animal called Edu. The bottom of this Edu, this animal, always smell. That's why when you're dating those days in the village, I always tell you, say, smell like Edu. Shinik Edu Sheba Apo. And for some of you that said I am not Igbo, I am this, I am that, I am Gaddafi of Biafra. My real name is Kingsley Okubi Diadem. I am Kamalo Osunso. That is my name. Go to my village and call Kamalo. They will tell you it's me. So for some of you that used to go and do all those your deities behind, I am that Gaddafi, the fearless one, the smoke, the apathy. I'm not praising myself, but I'm telling you who I am. Smoke enters the eyes of kings and whosoever. So now, Asari Dokwo's grandfather hailed from Abam, where Omenoko comes from. The Asari's father was servant to Omenoko. They were into the slave trade. Now, there was a they call it revelation that the jihadists will come to our land to recruit our people, to use them against us. Now, when Asari's father, due to his notorious attitude as the son, remains Asari, and I want to let Asari know that the day he was calling a meeting between this Atin Buhari and Tinubu, invited Asari Asorok for a meeting, I was aware. They invited him a meeting to use him. Election has never come that time. I've forgotten the date. I will tell you the date. Anybody that knows Asari should tag Asari in this broadcast. Asari thought he doesn't see a man in Igbo land. He thought there is no man. I want to let you know that men never begin to even come out. What you are watching is the supporting of the movie. We have a lot of mean guys. When there was a time in the Bible, a prophet was saying that I am the only prophet that is remaining. And God told this prophet that no, I have 70,000 of them, hundreds of them, thousands of them that are still out there. Asari, I know your worth, I know who you are, I know your capability, I know your strength, I know about men in the Niger Delta. Asari is not among the men in Niger Delta. When we talk about real men that controls that region, Niger Delta, you go to Southern Ejo. Southern Ejo is where General Africanus come from, where Ogumbus come from. Ogumbus was a man that was close to me. Ogumbus made me to hit my first million in life, General Ogumbus. These were men. When we talk about men that controls Niger Delta, from Bayelsa State, Southern Niger. When we talk about Ogumbus, we talk about many of them that I will not mention, but they are key men. There's a man called Joshua MacIver. They are the men. When those men roar, the land catch cold. It's not even Asari. General Africanus, who is working with Asari, forming this Ebubago, lives in Yenagoa, Imerengi Road, opposite 16th Brigade, where Gaddafi caused problem. That a major was hung up. 2018, I am that same Gaddafi that run my package, run my ship in Biafra State. So I was the man that's a full loaded healers of military marksmen came to my station. I was that same Gaddafi that appeared before them. So that when we talk about Biafra State, we talk about who we were and who know. We talk about Niger Delta. We tell you that when men gather in Niger Delta, Asari is not being called. Now, when you come to Okrika, where Asari naturalized, the great grandfather decided to make their home today. There is a man called His Royal Majesty Ateketom, the winch that winch the winch. Ateketom is from Okrika. I think it's Okrika. Ateketom is from Okrika. And when we want to talk about the capacity of men who knows what's up and kept quiet, you talk about Ateketom, you talk about Tom Polus, you talk about Joshua McIver, them from that region. Don Wani is late. Don Wani has a pressure then too, because I live in Port Harcourt and I run my things in Biafra. So when we come to this Niger Delta, there are community that has a lot of generals, bush generals are what I mean, not military, as in militants. It's called Satanejo. Now, what I want to say is that when these men gather, they don't invite Asari. Nobody. Asari is nothing. And let me tell you, this name Asari here, Asari there, it's just that it was opportune that started bunkering business, started cooking fuel, cooking kerosene. So when people see Asari Dokobo, now that thing took over the business as a den. They call Asari fuel, Asari this, Asari that, because he was the first people who started it. Until Asari went to Saudi for training, he went to Egypt for training, and he went to collect his power from Saudi and started misbehaving. Now, I just want to run a little bit and faster because I don't have enough time to spend. Who he is when he come out to boast. And let me tell you, I want to ask Asari, his second in command that attempted the Biafran people, where is he today? Maybe he should go and ask his ancestors how they welcomed him. So the land of Biafra will open its mouth and swallow everyone that come. And normal, Asari has Igbo blood. When Asari is insulting Igbos, he's not really insulting Igbos. I don't say it. I just said he has gone look himself in the mirror and come to tell us how we are and who he is. In one hand, like as I was saying, Asari Dokobo, you are not a pressure in Niger Delta. You are not even a pressure. You are not a pressure. When men were submitting, and when we talk about Niger Delta Avengers, you were never a member of the one of the most powerful group that has existed. Apart from MEND, and MEND doesn't have the pressure of Niger Delta Avengers. Actually, you were not a member of Niger Delta Avengers. You were not a member. They operated and they calmed down. You were not a member. I have run my ship in your domain where you send your boys to collect money on top of that water. I have run my package in that area. I run my package down to Towan Brass. Asari Dokobo, we have been in Igbo land as we're sorting Igbos before I come to Biafra Biafra in general. Asari Dokobo is nobody. When you talk about men that has pressure, like I said before, we talk about Ateketom. Ataketon was a man that told Amechi never to come and campaign in Okrika. And he said it and he carried it out. And when we talk about the pressure of Ataketon, there's a group called Iceland. The Iceland was formed by Ataketon then. If you look at when we talk about the fraternities that rules, which when we talk about V, because everybody, you always praise your soup, that your soup is one of the sweetest. When we talk about the V's, the IAs, the Buccaneers, then when we come about like the Iceland, owned by Ataketon, formed by him, maintained by him, and every man still paid the salama to him. So when Asari come on social media to cap careless as a useless man who has no focus, a bought goat, the father was slave to, the great-grandfather was slave to Omenokak. He wasn't even into the slave trade business. He was just a servant to Omenokak that some of you read in the reader then. So Asari Dokubo is a man that speaks from the both sides of his mouth. Many meetings have been called. Many men take decision. Asari is not where to be found in their midst. Asari has no pressure. Forget that he went to play the allegiance as a Muslim. And Asari Dokubo, let me tell you, I, Gaddafi, have done my deals in Shagari Mosque in Area 1. I lived inside the mosque for above 3 months, doing my own research, studying what I wanted to study. And as you can see about the Kum Fire Kum, these are powers that be when we talk about the Islamic world. So I am that same Gaddafi who resided inside the same Asarok, which I can give you the map of Asarok for 2 years. So it's not because when you decided to sell your people and maybe they are giving you this peanut yam porridge and you are eating it, you come out to cap careless. No. No. In Igbo land, we have men. There is still men. And our dragon, the prime minister of Biafra, has not even unleashed men that is under his chain of command. Gaddafi is part of them. Take it or you leave it. Call it boast. Call it whatever you want to call it. I don't care. But this is facts. Ruggedity. On the ruggedity. Go to Tonwam Nembe. Ask the XYZ. The dual strike chief retired. So I started to come and say Igbo people are killed with chicken. This is na nkomana de yaba wu enyebe ya one day. Ekeberi ubuchi. Who is Asari to insult Igbo people? To insult us, as in say he did not see any man. Asari, we have men. Oh, men are there. Like one idiot from South Africa was listening to one of the useless programs he made, was insulting Simon. Oh, Simon is Mazi Simon, our prime minister, the dragon, is the most gentle human being that I've ever seen. I'm telling you. You live in a war front. You live in a glass house, you are throwing stone. What is South Africa? And where is South Africa? That you, one banshee, you know, in this struggle, people no longer know who is their senior. When we talk about ruggedity, people no longer know. So your own matter, you know, I don't do saga. I tell you your truth and I give you warning. So go back to Asari Dokubo that come to insult the Igbos where he has the same blood. And I want to put to Asari that the day he was called a meeting, invited in Asarok, by Tinubu. Gaddafi was aware. But you are not a threat to what we are doing. I don't look at somebody that is not a threat. You see, all these people that gather themselves, they are not a threat. They are not threat to what we are doing. And the truth remains that you told your people, which the same blood you share with, you told them the hard truth. Some of the things you said is truth. You know why? People may misunderstood me. And that is fact. I tell you the hard truth. You may not take it, but it's fact. Fact. Now, DOS know that Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, the man of the moment, has the key. He has the roadmap. He knows what to do. What stops them from? The same thing Asari is saying is what he drew from our leader Martin Nandekano, say Igbo is the cause, something of that nature. And that is fact. You know that this person know how to do this thing better than you. Why don't you stand behind him? See, my people said in my language, in my native language, if you like, understand it, if you like, don't. Ndị obodo anyị si na onye na-adụ owu dụọ akwa ma mgbe oru ma mgbe ome. Onye na-adụ owu dụkwa akwa, meaning no, I won't translate it. Go on, it's an assignment. Onye na-adụ owu dụọ akwa ma mgbe ome ma mgbe oru. Now, he has told you this hard truth. Yeah, it's painful. But first of all, I want to establish that he speaks from the both sides of his mouth. Asari is Abba man. He has Igbo blood. And they called him. It is also our governors who are Igbos invited the same Asari to come and kill his people. Asari cannot wake up to come Igbo land to operate. So it's a hard truth that he's telling you. So that's why when I look at his way or what he said, I just look at it, he insulted us, but he told us the simple truth. You know that Mazi Simon Ekpa knows the way. Why can't you be behind him? Why do you want to be at his front? Igbo man will ask you, what our leader Mazi Simon said yesterday, how do you think? He will not record what he asked you. He will record what you are saying. And he went to go and play it to blackmail you. It is Igbo man character. Yeah. So when Asari begin to insult you, you ask for it. If you pay you, my sister and my brother, change. If DOS join with Mazi Simon to fight what Mazi Simon autopilot is fighting, or Biafran government in exile is fighting, our leader Mazi Nandekano will not be in detention till today. Take it or you leave it. It's pure truth. I'm telling you. And you call Maminono or broom cannot be easily broken. Somebody said, instead the Mazi Simon will bring us Biafra. Make Biafra no come. Some people said they will go and commit suicide. Onye kwụrụ ọtọ egbutuo ya sọmụ bụ eze ga-akwụ ọtọ. It is our attitude, Nam. Why are you angry? First of all, I just want to let you know, Asari is an Igbo man who look himself in mirror, how he has betrayed his people. And he comes for open confession. I call it open confession because when you are pointing somebody, see this, my finger, 3 is returning back to you. This one is asking you, what about your people? What about your generation to come? He told you the simple truth. You know that Mazi Simon has the way. Why don't you support him? There's some group of people we just call fallen angel. There's still some group that's in the middle. They work with fallen angel. They work with us. See, let me tell you. Let today go. This thing is on record. You can save it. You can say it anyway. Even if Master Simon come up today and say, Gaddafi, you are no longer with us. So I, Gaddafi, can never come on this my chamber. This my hollow chamber. I am saying it in public, record me and keep this, save it. When I come out to speak, ask Gaddafi, you are dog, you vomit and you eat back. I can never come out like this to run my mouth. Tell you people to say, work with him. Friendship is not by choice. I mean, it's not by force, it's by choice. So, work with him. All I want is Biafra. It's not all about me. That's why the Bible says Jesus looking unto him, who for the joy that was set before him, despising the shame, enduring the cross. At the end of the day, he becomes the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So, it is not all about me. I love my children. My children yet unborn. My children are available now. I love them all. You know what I'm doing? I'm fighting for them so that they will not come back to fight my battle. No. I offer myself as a living sacrifice for them. The bedrock, your foundation, that should be the pillar of what we are doing. So even if you come up to say, Gaddafi, we have disengaged you, you are no longer part of us, I'll tell him, thank you. I'll come like this and tell the Biafran people, work with him. Help him. Encourage him. But one thing I know, truth, we always overcome. There's something I used to tell people. I say, no matter how fast lies has been traveling, one day, truth will always overtake. That is fact of life. My brothers and sisters, it's not all about us. No. We are fighting so that our children will not fight this battle again. God said that, and you will hold your peace. So, and God said he has made us gods. And we are telling our children that we will fight their battle, and we are fighting their battle, and they will hold their peace. So I don't see why when they said you don't do it well, instead you pick your broken pieces, mend it together, go back to your closet and look for your mistakes and adjust your mistake, encourage yourself, advise yourself, and come out. That's why I see. I am not angry when you blackmail Gaddafi. I'm not angry. My closest friends knows me with that. I'm not angry when you blackmail me. I'm not angry. No. This is me. Ask the real me. Ask people who's damn close with me. I am not angry when you blackmail me. You know where I'm angry? You who hear the story and believe it without inquiring from me, without finding out from me. I look at you as a foolish person, that somebody is operating your brain. Because if you have your brain intact, you will tell the person, I will call him and I will ask him, this is my number displayed here. I don't have any private number. This is my private, this is my public number. So going back to Asari as our topic, Asari told you hard truth, pure hard truth, but we see it as an insult. True is insult that mixed with advice. The same thing Johnson Suleiman said, Apostle Johnson Suleiman said, prophet. When Apostle Johnson Suleiman made a kind of statement, this ego prophet was insulting Apostle Johnson Suleiman. I asked the man, is he lying? Is he not our character? Is he not our character? Because you know one or two people, you feel say, I can do it better than Master Simon. Let me tell you, Master Simon is a human being. He is bound to take wrong decisions sometimes. He is bound to make a mistake sometimes. If God at the book of Genesis, go there and read it. If Maker himself, as it was written in the book of Genesis chapter 6 verse 6, said, I regretted creating man. It is written there. make mistake. But you only regret when you made a mistake. So if God can say he regretted making man, so don't expect 100% from Mazi Simon. It's normal. He's just a human being like you. But if what Asari said pains you a lot, change. Some of us sabotage this struggle. Yeah, we did. We are in the media. We know the kind of calls we receive. Some we attend, some we don't. But let me tell you, I can be discussing with people out there without being afraid of somebody recording me, without calculate my words. But in this struggle, before you see me speak, I always ask myself, what you are saying, can I say it? Whatever I'm telling you, I can say it in public. I will say whatever I want to say. You did nothing. Record me, go and play it. Start anywhere you want to start. Even you can do cut and join. I don't care. One of my friends was advising me recent time that I don't care about my enemies. I don't look at their face. I decide not to know them, even when he knew that I know them. You know why? I told him, I don't even have enemy to start with. Because some people collect gossiping. Some people collect blackmailing. Some people collect backbiting. That is always at the back. Some of us, I collect doing the needful. The little one I can do. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you believe. But Asari told you simple truth. Your governor invited him to kill his own people. Him as an Igbo man. Him as Igbo blood. His DNA is an Igbo man. Forget his location. He agreed. He collected money from the Janjaweed, the jihadist group. He collected money from them and he has come to kill his people, his brothers. A man that hailed from Abam, a man that has Igbo blood, he has come to kill. Is he not talking to himself? He called us a betrayer. Is he not a betrayer? My brothers, he is. So, if Asari tell you who you are, he is not just talking to you, he also talking to himself. Because the Janjaweed called him. What Asari is working on now is to collect pipeline security. Nothing more. Nothing more. He enjoyed the privilege of carrying AK-47, GPM, GSM, RAP, brandies. He carries them all move about. But let me tell you, still, that does not make Asari the lion. Asari is not a lion. Asari remains goat. First of all, let me tell you the video you've already watched. I want us to watch this video together. You have already watched it. I lay a background where Asari come from. Thank you.
I thank the son of late Philip Effiong, General Effiong, for your patience since morning. I think patience is hereditary. Your father was patient with Biafra. Now, we're at a crossroad, but we must be tactful. We must be tactful. We must be tactful. The Igbo man believes too much in universal justice and universal equity. But unfortunately, in the world, no race in the world that believes in universal justice and universal equity had done well. What brought us to where we are today, brought us very down, was the coup of '66. And I have said time without number. In 1966, those young majors who of the Igbo extraction that participated in that coup were very stupid. They were mad. The reason is that in 1966, the Igbos had dominated the social, economic, political space of Nigeria. You had 2 premiers, 3 university vice-chancellors, the IG of police, she said that the army. You don't plan a coup against government that you are in charge. We went in and lost out everything. Sir, it's like man you query they may by Shabia. Okuta na man River State to them the Ukraine na Maya Kahamopo Wehana or Cheche. O take the Ukraine 40 years after River State, River State. But today I went to Lord Cheche. The worst confusion won't do Ukraine now, and you could I chup on wine. I chup on wine, I be wakwa. Are you getting me? What River State, no? I did united as in the Ukraine, I got River State forever. Because I am on record. Ndona Sibona River State constitute through 72% of the voting strength of River State. But even if you have number, you don't have unity, that number will be useless. The Fulani in Ekwo Nigeria is the minority. In Nigeria, they're minority. So how come that the minorities are ruling the majority? How come that they're ruling the Hausa? How come that they took over a Ilorin? So anytime you complain, you go back and ask question. Why are we not? It's not number. It is not because Fulani is Ubribu, or because Fulani organization and leadership. And that is what ADF want to offer to Ndona Igbo. Leadership and organization. It's not number. Nowhere in the world can number nache. A man who has 5 children or 3 children can organize his family, rule an entire community forever if they don't think. In Ilorin, in 1837, how did Alimi take over leadership of Ilorin from Afonja? Afonja invited him to drive away Alafin of Oyo. He successfully did it, eliminated Afonja, and enthroned his dynasty. Less than 0.1% of Ilorin Fulani yet are ruling the Yorubas that constitute more than 99.9%. It is our number, our strategy, our number in area. You need number, but you need clear strategy. And that strategy is what ADF and Ohanese and other bodies need to work out. 2, Ana Mario, the biggest confidence Ndona Igbo in Nigeria, and I get Jishi Haki Kewo, Ndi Bibio, Anang and Defik. It is important we go back and read what the British government said about the Efiks and the Anangs and the Bibios in the Herwilling report. The Bibio man and the Anang man is a hard-working man like the Igbo man. He does not envy a hard-working person because he works too. And he found out that even when we're in trouble, they never abandoned us. Therefore, I now log Kainandu Yoruba Nanaka. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to Middle Belt, but my concern is no here, I know omejele, jideha well. That is our biggest challenge. The reason is that if we have them, Yadi united, Imeria na anything are difficult. Two, the Amainebo Kalabare, who supported Biafra as a special advisor to Ojukwu from 1967 to 1970, was sent on exile by the Spiff. He died in 1973. His remains were buried at Ikoyi Cemetery for supporting Biafra. They've not returned it today. It's important. The biggest abandoned property in River State, our property only Igbo, all property only Ijo. Nga enwere the Port Harcourt Polytechnic now, and the Polytechnic, wo property Franco Pigo. His private secondary school called Niger Grammar School, he built it. He was the administrator for Yenagoa province. After the war, they seized it from him as abandoned property. I have spoken a lot about Nhemere. The target was not Ndona Shibu. It was to completely destroy the unity of the East. Ndonile na ano namba mmiri bunya anishi ha ohu ndi Igbo. Asari Dokobo is my personal friend. Mana ya no na detention. Asari Dokobo wo onye Abam. Aha nna ya we di abale. Aha Asari wo Uzodimma. Masha Hari wo onye ocha ogwa. Aha ya we Beneme. Briggs wo Kolie. Alabo Grand Douglas wo Koma. And David West wo Suago. They are all Igbos. It was the war and the way the war ended. They were bound to deny their Igbo-ness because it was the only thing to be alive. So, we must be careful. We must do a detailed work. We can use the tragedy of the war and how it ended and what happened after to even unite as brothers with us. My great Ebu, Unoni Igbo onye Amobia. The father left Amobia in 1902 to live in Calabar. Okwaya Mono Margaret, that later married Dr. Ebu. We must carry out a detailed research about Ebendi Igbo. As one day like Ndanyoma, we have come out of fear. That fear has ended. The reason is that when you deprive you political power, you pay dearly for it. That brings us to what option do we have now to engage Nigeria?
Thank you. Thank you, my people. I want to capitalize on the last statements on this video that I just played now. He said, what last option do we have to face Nigeria? That option is unity. That option is selfless. That option is love. That option is putting your leader first. I mean, putting the Biafra first. Follow who is leading you. Follow. I say follow. Because as you have seen, as you have heard, the Mazi Uzodimma later went to Saudi Arabia, turned back to rename himself Asari, which is father Edu Abale. In my language, we call it Edu Abale. That Edu always come out in the night. The bottom always smell. Maybe the father used to be dirty. You can see our leader used to call out Asari also bloated pig. So these issues are the fault of our people. How? Asari Dokobo he made himself enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. DOS and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wife and the father went to have meeting with Asari. Is it because Asari came out to tell us that he had a meeting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife? And let me tell you, and that is fact. Take it or you leave it. I'm not saying it because I'm on a social media. Enemy of Mazi Simon is my enemy. Take it or you leave it. You know why? You are Mazi Simon, who is helping me to achieve my aim. You know my aim? To revenge for the death of my family members that died during the Biafra war. Somebody taught me something. He said, we are fighting for the dead and for the living. Now, Master Simon is at the forefront. I'm following behind him. Now I begin to put stud on him. You know, when somebody is moving at the front and you're at the back, putting your leg in between his two legs, you are trying to make him to fall. Most of us, this is what we are doing. So you cannot be enemy of Master Simon, and I will be your friend. No. You know, my job is CID, as they used to call me. So if you see me in the midst of Simon's enemy, know that I have an assignment. Yes. Take it or you leave it. So these are things we are doing. The last option we have is to come together. Master Simon will say sit at home. DOS will say we cancel sit at home. Is it a way people that want freedom? Is it the right way to live? Master Simon will said the arrest of kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more expensive. Then DOS, Chinasa Nworu, Chikedoziem, Emma Powerless, all of them, all these useless people that are spitting from both sides of their mouths. Some of them are taking drugs in South Africa. Then they will come and tell you, you know, it has cancelled. And you see one of them that say they are fighting for freedom. No wonder that they fought for freedom almost 15 years. They have nothing to show forth. They have nothing. Mazi Simon, the Prime Minister of Biafra, who just come a few days ago, have achieved a lot. Take it or you leave it, is fat. It's gone far. If it's not some of you, when I say you, I mean the OSO and their believer and their followers. If it's not some of them that are trying to delay our movement, we would have gone far from where we are today. But still, we keep on moving. So if Asari tells you who you are, why are you angry? Is it lie? If he pay you, change. I am the only person that say it in a different way of it, because my understanding is different. It differ from yours. And what I'm trying to let you know, that listen to me now, is that the hard truths Asari told us and himself is that he is killing his brothers. He was paid to do the dirties, and he collected the money and is doing the dirties. He is Igbo man. Forget. No matter where he calls it. Asari is Igbo man from Abam, as we all hear from this video. So, but he's telling you the hard truth. He looks himself in the mirror and come back to tell you how he look like. So if you say the Igbos are this, you are Igbo too, and you're part of it. So, my people, I don't want to stay long in this broadcast, but let me still tell you, because when people are blowing like a standing fan, you know why? Standing fan blow like this, it blow like this, it blow like this. They are unstable as water. When the father of Reuben calls Reuben, he said, Reuben, you are the first son, the firstborn, the first strength. Reuben, you will not excel. That was a curse laid on Reuben by their father, Jacob, Israel. He took a higher anointing, which was the Moses, to come and break the curse. He said, let Reuben not die, and let his men not be few. That's what Moses said when he was reversing the curse. The father of Reuben cursed Reuben. You can see Asari is nothing but outcast, because the father was chased away from Abam. They run to where they were receiving the Portuguese around the bank of the rivers. They decided to settle there, and today they can come out to tell themselves that they are from Okrika, and he can open his mouth wide to insult himself. Still, he tell you the hard truth. If you say you are Igbo man or woman, and you are angry on what Asari said, change. Osoji, I am the one who called him Osoji. I am the one who gave him Osoji. Osoji was kind of little, was listening to his program. He was talking, Asari this, Asari Biafran child, Asari this, Asari US is telling you the truth. You are fighting against Mazi Simon. Why can't you work with him? Throw away your ego, throw away your pride, throw away your arrogancy, and come low and said, it's not all about me. The joy that is set before us is Biafra. We can endure the shame, despising the cross. You understand? We can endure the pain. Bring yourself low. Kill. Walk with him. Lift the hands of your Moses that you see high, so that we all will achieve this Biafra. But your own is no. You sabotage his, everything he do. You come against it. Some people went to our house in government in exile, remove our flag. He's a thief. He's this. He's a lie. He's a liar. Today, is government in exile building. Is it not our own? Are we not occupying there? We're occupying there. I don't know who is calling me. Whoever that's calling me, call me my direct number. So, some people drive, that one said he drove like 5 hours to just go and remove flag. Did you remove Simon's life? The answer is no. Now, the same Asari, listen to him. When Asari was fighting for this,
the only solution, the only guarantee for our future, the future of my children, the future of your children, the future of generation unborn is Biafra. If you are not in support of Biafra, you are the traitor. You are a traitor. People, the generation that are coming, they will tell you if you are alive. They will spit on your face. They will urinate and defecate on their grave for betraying them. You come to talk, you are afraid. You are lily-livered. You are a coward. You don't want to stand up and fight. You want to remain where you are. I will not remain with you. Biafran army, the military of Biafra will be
let me send you
the core foundation of the Biafran people. Our military, they said, if you want peace, prepare for war. Their cattle are everywhere in our communities. They want to build ranches on our land for their people. Every law must be made for them. They put cut-off mark at 1/8 over 400. It's not enough. They brought it down to 100 and 120, so that they will behind. They will make the law to suit themselves and take their people into the university. Every law must be for their interest. What is your interest? The people who gave quick notice and people said they are not going, when they kill you, you will be in their grave.
Is it not amazing? Biafra people, did you listen to this man? Did you heard him? Did you people heard? My God, my God, my God. Biafran people, did you people hear this man? Listen to him again. Oh, this Biafra that is working against, this Biafra that is sending a Bubagu to kill us. See what Asari said, the same Asari.
The only solution, the only guarantee for our future, the future of my children, the future of your children, the future of generation unborn is Biafra. If you are not in support of Biafra, you are the traitor. You are a traitor. You are a traitor. And the people, the generation that are coming, they will tell you if you are alive. They will spit on your face. They will urinate and defecate on their grave for betraying them. You come to talk, you are afraid. You are lily-livered. You are a coward. You don't want to stand up and fight. You want to remain where you are. I will not remain with you. Biafran army, the military of Biafra, will be the core foundation of the Biafran people. Our military, they said, if you want peace, prepare for war. Their cattle are everywhere in our communities. They want to build ranches on our land for their people. Every law must be made for them. Recently, camp, they put cut-off mark at 1/8 over 400. It's not enough. They brought it down to so that they will behind, they will make the law to suit themselves and take their people into the university. Every law must be for their interest. What is your interest? The people who gave quick notice and people said they are not going, when they kill you, you will be in their grave.
Oh my God. Is this not amazing? Biafran people, please, from the comment section, please. I want to hear your opinion. Is this not amazing? This is the same man who is killing this thing that he was preaching. What went wrong along the line? What happened? What happened? What really happened? Hello, brother. We are having a visitor here, and what is wrong with
My voice is coming out because my network is bad and my location is not okay.
Okay, your voice is coming out, sir.
Thank you, Mazi. Let me just say hi to their friends before my network scrambles. They were my honorable minister and the Okapatapata of police. I salute you. I salute all their friends all over the world that are listening to this very broadcast. It is Biafra or nothing. Just like the Greek in the Epic just said, that it is only Biafra that is the only shot that will save us. I love the way you're connecting the points because there is a secrecy here. This is the person that made everybody to know that it is only Biafra that is the solution. So why are you now fighting the same Biafra now? That is because you were not allowed to get the power you wanted. You were not allowed to be the leader. You were not allowed to be Simon Ekpa. You were not allowed to be Mazen Namdekanu. You were not allowed to be the commander in charge. You were not allowed to be the one.
Honorable Minister, my honorable minister, your voice is cracking. I don't know, but from here, your voice is showing normal. But from your side, I don't know. Will you go off and come back so that?
Okay, I will try if my network permits. Thank you, Mazi.
Because the thing is cracking. I'm on live program. I will call you back now. Sorry. So, like I was saying, sorry. Who you heard his voice was the Minister of Communication Media, Mazi Sani Akrawa. Network is trying to mess his voice up. You know, like as he said, we are connecting the dots. Biafran people, I'm watching you from the comment section. Please, can you tell us what went wrong? A man who was preaching for this same struggle that we all are preaching for, or we all are calling you to come out in mass and support what we are doing. We are calling you to come in mass and support what Master Simon is doing. Then how come along the line, Agaroto, Agara yam porridge, the yam porridge. So an Igbo man who come from Abam, whose father worked with Omenokak in slave trading, his ancestors. Now, the same man who has shouted, preached that the only solution is Biafra. I want to keep on repeating this thing. I want to keep on repeating. This video make my day. When I saw this video, now I asked him, Asari, how much did they pay you to betray your people? How much did they pay you to start killing your people? The same blood you share with. Asari, what went wrong? So which one do we take? You say you are going to be killing us? That you did not run. Yes, you did not run. But your second in command has gone to kiss his ancestors from the same land you come to kill. And the same land swallowed them up. You know, I like what our prime minister decided to do these days. You guys said there's no action because he didn't let you guys know about all these actions. He decided to be showing you actions. So, like I was saying, he's now killing his own people. He's now being paid. He went to Saudi, collect the title, Al-Haji, Mashid Abi Mahidi. I can as well go to Saudi Arabia, go make a comeback. Al-Haji becomes the Bente. I become Al-Haji Muammar Gaddafi, the living one. AKA the Kamanos. Oh my God. I beg Biafra people. I want us to ask Asari what went wrong. Where did he miss the road? It should, eh? I told one man called this Urobo man or Isoko. Can somebody remind me this man's name? Something. That man that said he will burn INEC office during the in Jos. What is this? His useless name during the time of P2B. I will remember the guy's name, the man. He said, "Wow, he burn the INEC office." When he vibrates, finish, he ran away. Cowards. What is this his name? What is this name? What is his name? Nevertheless, when the man was accusing our leader, Mazin Adekano, he was talking trash, talking rubbish. I asked the guy, if you say Mazin Nandi is not doing it well, I agree. Magnus Oraka. Oh, who is this? Who is this? Chai. In fact, I love you so much. Thank you so much. So that time Magnus Oraka used to call me. Please, Gaddafi, send me some money. You know, I am into hiding because I'm preaching Biafra. We always feeling pity for him. Some of us sent him money. So he thought that IPOB then was PDP share the money during the time of our leader was there. But we never know that True. They were sharing the money. This DOS paying themselves salary. When Maggie, Anus, Araka waited, and it was not. Oh, somebody said PM is live, so I gotta shut down. Yeah, please let me know. Is he playing adverts or is already on his stage? Though he said he's gonna come live today. So, like I was saying, I told Magnus Soraka, if our leader Mazina Dekan is not doing it well, how do you think we will do it and do it well? Okay, thank you so much. I love you guys. So let us shut down. Tomorrow I'm coming back tomorrow. And you know what I want us to talk about tomorrow? We are going to ask generator, what are you doing in darkness? That is my topic. Tomorrow, don't miss it. It's going to be tomorrow morning, Biafran time. I want you, wherever you are, tune this program, tune to us. Tomorrow, I don't know, but it will be tomorrow morning. So you will see my notification. Like this program, activate our notification so that whenever I come, you will see it. What we are going to talk about is generator. What are you doing in darkness? They say Igbo people are developers. The Biafrans are developers. Biafrans are built. Generator. What are you doing in darkness? Transformer is generating light. And transformer remains in darkness and is giving light. Your generator is in dark. You put small bulb there, but you decorate your parlor. But the generator is in dark. So this is the topic of tomorrow. Generator, what are you doing in darkness? So I'm also talking to you in your personal life. Do you know signposts? Signposts take people to where they are going, but they remain at the same place. Tomorrow, you will hear more. God bless you. Let us close with this idiot.
The only solution, the only guarantee for our future, the future of our children, the future of generation unborn is Biafra. If you are not in support of Biafra, you are the traitor. You are a traitor. You are a traitor. And the people, the generation that are coming, they will tell you if you are alive. They will spit on your face. They will urinate and defecate on their grave for betraying them. You come to talk, you are afraid. You are lily-livered. You are a coward. You don't want to stand up and fight. You want to remain where you are. I will not remain with you. Biafran army, the military of Biafra, will be the core foundation of the Biafran people.
You must go and listen to Simon. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
At the end of this process in Aga, Somalia will be better than the Zoological Republic.
Without fear before our enemies, we have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, Every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we're making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwu Abiyama, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only